Hey YouTubers, Scooby-Doo here with another video. This is going to be not really a sneak peek of the Back to the Future room that's going to be coming out in a few weeks. I just wanted to give a little background story to how it all evolved. And I'm sure some of you probably already know, if you've watched all my videos, which is, there's quite a few. I mean, I've deleted a few, but you probably would have had to go through about 100 videos to figure out exactly where we're at today. So the Back to the Future actually started years ago. Back with the movie room, I used to actually have a concession stand and a Back to the Future pinball machine that actually was where the Star Wars wall is right now. And with that Back to the Future pinball machine, I had to do some work on it, and I did a bunch of mods for it, did some custom artwork for it, and could never get it to work. And so it just kind of stayed here in the living room and wasn't getting much done with it. Everything got stagnant, and I finally decided to sell it and get rid of it. Now, whoever has it now, if they finished it, probably has the coolest Back to the Future pinball machine in the world. That's what I was hoping to have, but don't know how to work on pinball machines. So got rid of that, got rid of the concession stand, still kept the popcorn machine. Now, the concession stand I had was actually a jewelry case that I got off of Craigslist for 35 bucks, and then repainted it, and then added the popcorn machine on top, and then I had the concession stand sign, which is over there, that was above it. And that was all in this area here. So once I got rid of all that, I got rid of the sofa, which I talked about in another video. I also had a life-size R2-D2 from the Clone Wars that was from Gentle Giant that I had. Sold that for $450, believe it or not, because I just needed to get everything out of the room, basically. So started from scratch. Came up with the idea for the Star Wars wall, but at the time the Star Wars wall was actually planned to go where the Hero wall was. So none of this stuff was here. I planned on putting up a couple lightsabers and a poster. Then some other changes came about. We did the remodel in here. We took out the carpet, added the hardwood floors, repainted the walls, and at one point everything was out of this room. Everything. Including the 50s diner room, which actually was in place for a while too. That started with a pub table and a little tabletop jukebox years ago, before we got the booth, which I'll kind of pan over just a little bit. If you can see all those boxes, I have to put all that stuff away. That's another job I have to do today. It's not all fun and games here. So, had everything out of the room, started putting everything back. Sold the other popcorn machine because I wanted all the space for the Star Wars area. Then that's where we came up with the Hero wall, because since I was going to put something there on that wall, I decided, well, I got to put something there. So saw the Iron Man mask that's busting through the wall, put that up, got the Captain America shield. Then came up with the idea for the M&M room, because before I just used to have posters around here. Came up with the M&M room because my name is Michael, my daughter's name is Michaela, so just kind of M&M made sense that way. And so after the remodel at the first of this year, I saw where Diamond Select came out with the new flux capacitor. Now, they had come out with them years before. There was a limited edition and then a non-limited edition, and there were some problems with the first set that came out. And they didn't make them anymore, and so if you went on eBay, they were just trying to sell them for like 400 bucks or something, and I just didn't feel like spending that much money for it. But so at the first this year, the new ones came out. I got a really good deal on it. Ordered it, but didn't know where I was going to put it. And then I thought, well, I can put it into the diner and kind of do a cross thing like it's a 50s diner, it's taking you back to the future, boom. Once I got my Coca-Cola cabinet in, which I've shown before, which I'll show again, put it up by the Coca-Cola cabinet, and it just didn't look good. So I thought, okay, now I have this. Now what am I going to do with it? I really wanted to display it. I put it in the closet for a couple months and finally decided to put it right there. Now I had to move the Back to the Future poster over because it actually was, and hopefully this doesn't get you dizzy, it was actually over here with my shadow boxes. So I took out the Back to the Future shadow box, built the Jurassic Park shadow box, and then moved the poster over to the other side with the flux capacitor, which then I had all those other replicas that I had in the shadow box and I didn't know what to do with those. So I thought, then why not do a Back to the Future / diner room? And that's where it started a few months ago, and it just took off from there. That's how we get to where we're at today. All of these different things I have in my room all had some kind of backstory to them on how they started and how they evolved. And again, you could go back to the videos from like last year and start looking through them, but I don't know if you have that much time. So that's it. That's how it came to be. Now, since you sat through this long video, through maybe my boring story, I'm going to give you a little bit of Easter egg. I didn't mention it in the beginning of the video because, well, it's an Easter egg. So let's go and take a look at the Easter egg really quickly. By the way, some Star Wars collectors are probably freaking out that I have Sebastian and Leroy just sitting out here like this. I know I should put them back in the box until I get them up on the shelf, but well, I'll probably do that later today. So let's keep the camera low because I can't show you the room yet, but showing you part of the room, these are Nike Air Mags. They have a little button that's built into the back. I just wanted to show you these really quickly. Now, these aren't the original Nike Air Mags that came out years ago that they auctioned off on eBay, and then now they're selling for God knows what, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Nope, these are actually the newer ones that came out, and when I saw them on eBay originally, I saw them for like $300, $400. Saw a couple for about $150, and I kept looking at them, and I noticed that they didn't look quite the same as the originals, and I didn't know where they were coming from, and I thought, well, hey, that'd be pretty cool to have in the room. Now, the ones that I saw that were the cheapest for the $150, they didn't have the Nike logo here, and they didn't have the Nike strap on top, and they didn't have the Nike mag on the back. They were just a plain shoe. They still had this white area, but it didn't say Nike on it. And that was for the $150. And then I tried to figure out where they're coming from because there was multiple ones being sold on eBay. And I finally found out where you can get them. You can get them at the Halloween costume store. Now, that's an online store, and they go for $98. So, as I've said many other times, what the hell are they selling for so much more on eBay when you can actually order the size you want, have them shipped to your door? I think the shipping was like $4, so it came to like 102. So for like $102, you can get the size you want, shipped right to you with, money back guarantee and all that other stuff. So that's what I did. I went ahead and ordered those. Then I found a guy on RPF, which is a site dedicated to people who like to mod things and build things and replicas and whatnot. And so the guy, he makes these things that go on the shoes, and he also makes these decals on the back. And I went ahead and ordered those. Now, he also sells them on eBay as well. But he used to have them where if you bought them from him directly from the website, from RPF, I think it was like $28. On eBay, I think he sells them for like $35. So I bought that kit, really easy to install. And then there's somebody else on eBay that sells these straps. Now, these don't light up. Now, you can get the light up ones. They're like $200. And I didn't want to add the extra power supply to it and everything. So I just got these. These do glow in the dark. And I think I got these for $30. So basically $30 and $30 and $100. So about $160 to get my Nike Air Mags. Now, these shoes are still available on that website. You can order them in your size. I've actually put them on. They're not the most comfortable shoes to wear, and I don't know really why you'd wear them unless you're dressing up like Marty for Halloween. but they make a great display piece, and you will see that displayed in my Back to the Future room in a couple of weeks, and I'll show you how to display them. I actually, as I was building the room, I actually made smaller videos on how to display the hoverboard and your shoes and the other items that I have in there. So once I do the unveiling of the room, I'll have other videos coming out that actually shows you how to do all the stuff. But this took like 5 to 10 minutes to put all the stuff on the shoes. Now they also have a charger on them, so you can charge the shoes and then you can turn them back off. And there you go. So thanks for, if you stayed tuned for the whole video, I appreciate that. Please leave your comments or questions down below. As you know, I will answer them and reply back. And look for more videos. And again, the Back to the Future Big Unveil should be coming in a few weeks. Again, I might end up timing it right to October 21st. You never know. I shall talk to you guys later, and I got a bunch of boxes to go put away.